All right, here we are with Jason Burkart. Can you tell us about Jackhammer?
Yeah, Jackhammer is an independent comedy that me and some of my friends, we got together and we decided to make a movie. So we wrote it, we produced it, we acted it, and Jackhammer, it's about a male stripper, and it's just comedy in itself, right? So I kind of play like a Mr. Miyagi type character where I'm like the guru of the male stripping world, and these muscular hot guys are asking me for advice. So that's my role in that movie. But Jackhammer, he's the character that plays Jackhammer, Mike Hannes, brilliant. He came up with the idea. He wrote the original draft. He plays Jackhammer, who is this really kind of fragile man. He's almost like a man-child, but he's like really big and strong, and he tans and he bronzes and he drinks his protein shakes, but he's feeling a lot of pain and sadness, and we just follow his journey. Hilarious.
Awesome. You said it was on Hulu, and what else?
It's on Hulu. It's on most on-demand sites. So whatever you have at home, if it's Bright House, or you can probably just find it on your cable box at home and rent it from there. It's also on iTunes, and we're hoping to try to get on Netflix in the next year or so. Yeah.
You said you played hockey. How did you go from hockey to acting?
Well, that's a good question. They're kind of meshed together. The hockey world, I was doing, I played junior hockey, and I started refereeing hockey as well. And it was for some reason I was good at officiating hockey, and I worked really hard at that. I was trying to make the NHL as a referee, and it was a big passion of mine. So I was working pro hockey. I lived in California. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and I moved to California to referee the East Coast Hockey League. So traveling around between different cities, refereeing, and trying to get into the NHL. But during the off season in Vancouver, I'd go back to Vancouver, and they would film a lot of hockey movies up in Canada. And one year they filmed Miracle with Kurt Russell, and they needed a referee. So I got the call, and I went to go referee that movie, and I thought it was great. It was fun. I had a good time. Then the next time, I was kind of getting over my hockey career, and I got the phone call for another hockey movie with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. It's called The Tooth Fairy. So I got the call to do that movie, and when I was on set of that movie, the director Michael Lembrecht, who did all the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies, he was awesome. He was kind of inspired me to act. I don't know if he knows that or not, but he did, because he kind of gave me little scenes with The Rock. Hey, I want The Rock's gonna get mad at you, and you're gonna respond like this, and let's do that scene. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I just thought I was going to just be in the right spot where a referee will be, and I thought that that's just kind of my experience in the last movie. But this was like, you're gonna play with The Rock. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Gave me the bug. Like, right from then on, I'm like, that's it. We wrapped the movie. A week later, I was in acting classes. 2 months later, I had an agent, had my first audition, booked my first role, like within months. So, and I kind of take the same approach with acting in the film industry as I did sports. So with sports, you're constantly practicing, you're constantly working. Like if you look at an Olympic swimmer, they're at the pool every day swimming, and then they're working out, and they're doing those things. Because I started in the film industry late, I had to hit it hard, right? So I was just taking classes and reading books, anything I could get my hands on. I even started becoming a production assistant. So I was like the low guy on the totem pole on a film set, 'cause I just wanted to get on set and get some more film experience and learn more about film. So when I was 30 years old, I'm applying for positions, just to get on set. So it's really tough to break into. So I was like, I'll volunteer. I'll volunteer just to be a PA. Please just let me show you what I can do. And I worked on a movie called Dear Mr. Gacy, volunteering, and then the guy that hires the PA is like, you know what, you're a good worker. So then I start doing other gigs. So I did Twilight. I did the pilot episode of Vampire Diaries. And what else did I do? Percy Jackson, The Empire, or the Lightning Thief. So I was working on these movies as PAs, and I was taking acting classes, and then we're writing movies, and then we made Jackhammer, and that's just what you do. That's just what you have to do. You know, work from the bottom, work your way up, and be consistent and be persistent and chase that dream. Be hungry for it. And I'm fortunate enough that in, I guess 4 years in, I booked a nice role on Once Upon a Time, and I'm still on that show currently, and which is great. And Jackhammer came out. We had some big celebrities in that movie. We had Pam Anderson was in. How you doing? This is my homegirl, and we're gonna make stuff together too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be great.
I almost went under the curtain so I could just pop up right there.
Amazing.
Oh man, I almost did, but I thought, oh, it's pushing it.
Yeah, that's right.
This is Claudia Wells, better known as Jennifer from Back to the Future.
Hi everybody. I just video bombed.
You video bombed us. You video bombed us. Yeah. Well, you saved that interview. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'll let you guys finish because
thank you.
He's the main guy here. I'm just the neighbor.
I love you.
I love you too. 555-4823. How about a ride, mister?
Okay.
That's just great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You said you were filming the last 3 episodes of Once Upon a Time. I know you can't give us any spoilers.
Yeah, no.
But can you tell us if it's going to be action-packed, a tearjerker, or anything like that?
All of it. Yeah. It's the end of the season, so it's gonna have all of it. Cliffhangers are going to be happening. There will be tears. There's gonna be a lot of action. It's gonna be chaos. I can tell you that. We're gonna have some fun.
Can't wait, man.
Some fun, and that's it's a great way to end the season and get ready for season 6. So,
thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was great talking to you guys. Thank you.